What's up, Creed? Welcome to your Saturday demo video for your recovery and mobility flow for the week of March. All right, hopefully you do these every day this whole week of March. Start March off with a bang. Your shoulders and low back will thank you, which gives away what two movements we're going to do today. One of which you will need a partner, so maybe if you have your spouse or one of your kids, try and find someone who's about the same height, maybe a little bit taller. If they're shorter, that's okay, but they better be strong, because they got to hold your arms up. All right, I know if you've been doing these at-home workouts, your arms are getting bigger and bigger, and they're getting heavier and heavier. That's the goal, all right? Big and strong. So, first thing we're going to look at is a shoulder stretch. So, Mandy's going to relax her arms here, kind of bring her shoulders back, open her chest up. She doesn't want to slouch forward at any point here. You're going to grab their wrists, not their hands, but rather their wrists. You're going to kind of bring those shoulders together a little bit. Once you feel some resistance, you'll pause. And you're going to bring those hands up, slowly and gently as they stay upright. Now, Mandy rolls forward and arches her back. Go ahead and show them. It's going to be much easier for her to get shoulder extension here and flexion, all right? So we don't want that. If she stays upright, she's going to feel a big stretch quicker, and that's what we're looking for. Is when she feels that stretch, she'll let you know. She said K. She said K. She feels a stretch. And you'll hold for about 30 seconds here for them, all right? You don't want to drop their arms slowly and gently. Bring their arms back down. Treat it as if you were doing your own body here. You wouldn't want someone to jar your shoulders up and then just drop them from a very soft position. That's a very sensitive position for the front part of the shoulder. So be gentle with that motion. Just a slight stretch for 30 seconds. You'll go 3 sets just like that. And hopefully that front part of your shoulder will help open up that chest a little bit more, help improve some posture and some tension on that front side of your shoulder. Then we have a lower back mobility movement that's going to help increase a range of motion as well as strengthen the low back. All right, so if you have any low back pain, this is a spectacular movement to do. If it hurts while you do this movement, if it's like about a 1 to 5 on a scale of 1 to 10, all right, so minimal pain, not much. Maybe it still hurts while you do it. Do this consistently every day for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I promise that pain will decrease. All right, you're going to have to work through a little bit of it though. But if you don't have pain, but you're always worried about maybe I'll hurt my back on my deadlift, maybe I'll hurt my back on my overhead press, maybe I'll hurt my back on my squat, this is a great movement to strengthen and bulletproof your back here. All right, so she's starting kind of in this crucifix position. All right, so it's flat feet, shoulders are relaxed in the ground, her head is facing the floor where it's relaxed there. And she's going to basically take one leg up and then let it come across. She's controlling this range of motion. She's not trying to flop the leg to the ground. Her core is engaged right now. She's actually doing this as an exercise, not a stretch, all right, an exercise. So she's coming across controlled movement. She comes back up with that foot and then slowly brings it back down to the ground. Good control throughout that hip flexor as well. She'll bring the opposite leg up now and let it control fall, all right? And she's using that core to rotate, rotate, rotate. If you have good T-spine mobility, which is that mid-back, all right, you should be able to keep both shoulders on the ground and get some good rotation. That foot may not go all the way to the ground. That's okay, all right? That's a goal to work towards, though, is increasing that range of motion, that strength in that range of motion as well. All right, so the goal here is to keep both shoulders flat on the ground as you rotate over. So go ahead, let's say if you had bad T-spine mobility, so you'll bring that foot over just a little bit here. So you'll come, pause there. Maybe you get here and that shoulder wants to come off the ground, all right? If that shoulder wants to come off the ground like this, pause there. Put that shoulder back on the ground. That's your range of motion. Do not force anything, all right? That means you have that much work to go. That should be a big goal for you to increase that range of motion while you keep that shoulder pinned down to the floor. All right, go with a nice slow tempo, control the movement, all right, and make sure both shoulders stay flat on the ground with both wrists. All right, just put some good rotation there. All right, you're going 3 sets of 8 reps each leg, so 16 total reps. So it'll take some time, let it be monotonous, rhythmic, and controlled throughout this entire time. Can't emphasize that enough. Controlled. Not a speedy movement, not a fast movement, not a loose movement. Tight, slow, controlled. We'll see you guys next week, though, with some more mobility and recovery.